got DePete, we got Docs, we got Heidi.
Good morning, News AF Nation.
Doug was here first, and I shouted him out before we even went live. So here you go. I'll retweet us on Twitter.
Boom.
Not called Twitter. I'll re-X us on X.
Re-X.
Is that re-Xing? Let's re-X here.
Nation.
That's this.
Yep, that's me.
Yep. Okay, I re-X'd.
Re-X'd.
Re-X. X'd up.
Yep. Got us all X'd up.
Okay. All right. Just trying to reorder some things on the fly.
What are you?
No, reordering.
I know. I get it.
I was hoping he was shopping. He's like, dude, we got sweet deals on the line.
Dude, Amazon. Did you know about Amazon? If you subscribe, they give you a 6% discount, and then you have way more air filters than you'll ever need because they're coming at a way more rapid rate.
They're coming in hot.
They're coming in so hot, and you're like, oh wait,
yeah. And then I tried to cancel one of my subscriptions, and then they were like, no, you didn't give us enough time.
That's
sorry.
The whole point of subscriptions.
I was like, what do you mean I can't cancel?
Yeah.
Like, no, sorry, your order's in 6 weeks for fulfillment. You have to get this. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I don't want this.
Too late.
Tyson's got air filters all over his house, attached to all the windows.
Just taped up on the outside, building a dome outside.
Natural air. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I just changed the payment method to a credit card that doesn't work.
Yeah, that's good too. You take out or just go in, edit your credit card, and then put like 2018 as the expiration date on the credit card. And they're like, this doesn't work.
Yep.
So
got a way around everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Surreybot's with us again. Welcome back, Surreybot.
Yep. Got some updates about Twitch changes to bots. Okay. All right.
Okay.
You ready? You ready, Danny?
Let's do it.
Okay. So, all right, here we go. Just open this up.
Yeah.
Okay. The 20th. Okay. Can't believe it.
Already?
I know. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Rob Cesternino back again to talk with you about the week's most interesting news stories for the week of February 20th, 2024, here on News AF.
If the story is buzzing like it's on crystal meth, it's about to be News AF. If the same old news makes you bored to death, it's time for some News AF. Actual, factual news.
Yeah, we're back again for another exciting week here of News AF here, back with the boys here to talk about what's happening in the world. Here he is, pickleball's top influencer. Here he is, and America's dad getting the kids ready for recitals on his own. It's Tyson Apostol.
Oh man, I should have called you to vent about that whole recital thing. Instead, we've got a 2-hour podcast about me complaining about dance competitions for little kids.
You're ready to go.
I'm ready to go. So, whole week, Rachel's out of town. Perfectly fine. Valentine's Day, I give the kids the Valentine's to take to school. I have the kids fill out all the names of the students. I do all of that. And no problem. Breezing through this week. Super great. Scheduling all of my meetings, anything important I have to do while the kids are at school. I am awesome. And then Saturday rolls around, dance competition day. We have Rachel's niece come over to do Marlo's makeup, 5-year-old kids. And we go to the competition. So all week long, 2 weeks on the calendar, the competition calendar. So it's studios from all over doing all different dances. You enter your studio, your certain dance, and then you're in this like whatever grouping. And it shows our kids going on at 1:05 p.m. Our studio tells us, no, that's wrong. We're going on at 2, even though the competition calendar and says 1:05, we're not going on till 1:59. Rachel invites everybody she can think of. We've got neighbors going. We've got Marlo's friends
awkward.
going.
That's
We've
not
got
fair.
parents
That's not
going.
fair.
We've got grandma and grandpa going. We've got people probably going, I don't even know. And we show up. You're supposed to be there 2 hours early. So we get there almost 2 hours early. We get there at like maybe 12:15, get them backstage. We can't find where we're supposed to go. And I can't go back in the dressing room because I'm a dad. So only moms can go back there. So Rachel's niece can go back there. So I'm like, stick with Marlo, make sure she's good back there. And then Rachel's niece shows up like in the audience where we're sitting with where I'm sitting with Bergen. And she's like, they're going on in like 3 minutes. I was like, no, they're not. They're going on at 2. And she's like, no, they are backstage going up next. They popped out. They did their dance. I'm texting everyone, like, turn your cars around. They went on at 1:15. We told everybody 2. Everybody was on their way there, but not there yet. And nobody saw the show. Nobody that came to see Marlo saw it, but most of them were in their vehicles on their way, half-hour drive.
Okay. Did they come to your house after, and then you put on the projected to the TV? Here's what it was, everybody.
No, they stopped by and gave Marlo flowers. And the flowers. I'm fuming. But it's just like, I was like, can we have like one efficient person in the dance world? It would be awesome. Just like I want to be the president of dance. I'm not a dancer, whatever, but I could
maybe they need an outsider.
Yeah.
You need an outsider
an mentality.
because if you're dancing, you're not efficient. You don't have the brains to be a dancer and to be efficient are two different brains.
Well,
You
I feel like
can't have-
one is like a left brain type activity, and you don't get into it if you can't do it, right?
Correct.
Shots fired, Tyson.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct. Yeah. So there you have it. That's it.
Blew up the whole dance world.
That's
I know.
it. You know, I'm surprised that Dancing with the Stars, you're probably sitting in the audience for like 6 hours, or you roll in and they're already done.
No, that's what the stars bring to it, Tyson.
Oh, the stars.
If it was
are
just
the efficiency.
dancing, yeah.
Yeah.
Stars bring, hey, in show business, you gotta be here at a certain time. Time
That's
is money.
true.
That's show
Okay.
business.
Unless you're Madonna.
Yeah, unless you're Madonna. But Madonna is a dancer.
Mhm.
Oh, good point.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's welcome in, of course, a man who is right-brained as they come.
Hopefully dual brain.
Hey, Bryson.
Guys, just got an alert, an email saying
What up?
that I should look into burial insurance. That to
Yeah.
me seems like a problem for the living.
Listen to
Not
me.
necessarily my problem.
Yeah.
You should be sending those emails to Liz, not
for
me.
you, but maybe they're sending them to you for Liz.
Oh, good point. That would
Yeah.
be unfortunate.
Listen, I think that your bank, if you have a checking account, will maybe have some weird coverage.
I
Your
should check
health
my credit
insurance.
card. Yeah, I should check my
Your-
credit card.
Yeah.
Your
thing.
credit card, American Express probably does that.
They're like lost baggage, burial insurance, car rental coverage.
I'm going to get buried like 18 feet deep because American Express is going to dig 6 feet. Then my checking account at my bank is going to dig 6 more feet. And then my health insurance is going to dig 6 more feet. And then I get 3
my
coffins.
gosh. You're
Luxury.
so
What
deep.
about 3 graves, Tyson? And then people don't know which one you're really in.
Yeah, that's what I should do so that fans can't come and iterate all over.
Yeah, but that sets you up to be murdered because then, like, to dig back up your body if it's suspicious, no, it's 3 times the work.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Yeah,
been watching.
he's not like that's the
already
the
dead.
credit card companies. Take it
Yeah,
up with
That's
them.
their problem.
Yeah,
I love that you're going to be 18 feet deep.
18 feet deep, and I'm going to be in a mansion of a coffin because I'm piecing 3 coffins
3
together.
coffins, a super coffin.
It's a super coffin. It's
Is it
going to
gonna
be like,
stacked high, or is it going to be like a triple wide?
I think it's going to be like leveled. So it's going to be like, what do they call that? Where there's a house that's got like 2 levels, but it's not like a double decker. It's split
Like
level.
a split, yeah.
It's going to be a split level, and it's going to be essentially like, imagine shipping container house, but with 3 coffins and me laying in all 3 of them. I have to have, I
think
like
that
have
it
my
should-
hand up on. Yeah.
What? This is such a genius idea. I didn't even know. I'm gonna have to check all my coverage from all the things that I pay for.
Yeah.
I hope I can get as deep as you. And maybe that's a sign of prestige in the modern world.
In
Like,
the
how
modern
deep
world.
is he buried? It's like, oh, he's a 20
He's at the
footer.
water table. It's
Yeah, he's at the-
insane. He is 182 feet down at the water table. What we are
Ooh.
drinking is DNA.
Yeah. It
of
would make
Danny
funerals more
Bryson.
exciting. Kids would get excited to peer over the edge to see how
Yeah.
deep it was. Like, ooh, that's a deep
Yeah.
one. Grandpa was well off.
Yeah.
Tyson, I have some exciting news from my house.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Yes.
My son and I have begun playing pickleball.
Whoa.
Yes.
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 And
Tyson
and-
influenced someone.
yes. Yes.
Finally.
I got for Christmas a outdoor pickleball kit. Got
I should have gotten you that.
paddles
Yeah.
and 2 pickleballs.
Mhm.
And now we've tried to we're chalking up the driveway, Tyson.
Nice.
We're ready to go. And now Dominic is like, well, when is Tyson coming to play? I'm like, well, I'm not sure if he's going to be in the area
To coach.
Yet. I might be in
Yet.
the area at some point.
at some point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and Christian Hubicki in the chat says Tyson's coffin mansion should be an easy find with good ground penetrating radar.
But what if we do 3 coffin mansions with only one that carries my remains?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why you got 3.
I like the idea of the super coffin. A coffin built on top of a coffin built on top of a coffin.
a turcoffin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Buried
that's
100
smart
feet
too.
deep.
Maybe a 7 foot by 4 foot coffin inside
Yeah, that's
of
what I'm
an
saying.
8 by
Mhm.
5 foot
Yeah.
coffin inside. Yeah. A turk
Yeah.
coffin. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
keep that initial, like your main coffin will be very protected.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would
And
need so many pallbearers to hold up the turcoffin. It would be so
Yeah.
heavy.
it's gonna Survivor fans that are
Oh, that would be cool.
selected that
Yeah.
are selected to are going to have back problems the rest of
Only
their lives.
amongst your current followers. So if
Yeah.
you're not following Tyson
You
now,
can't be a
you're out.
pallbearer.
If you're not following me when I die, then you are out. Because I told Rachel to keep tabs on my followers. If it spikes,
Don't try to just get in after
don't
the
try
fact.
to
Yeah.
get in at the end. Rob, back to pickleball.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
We're
at some
thinking of
point.
buying a portable net. Do you think
Yeah,
is that
you
good
need one.
advice?
Yes,
Yeah.
you do need one. You need one.
Okay.
So
Do you not
Yeah.
have a net, Rob, right now?
We don't have a net right now. Right now we just have a chalk line on the driveway.
And
what are you
pretend that-
using? Just nothing, just hitting it back and forth?
Just like imagine there was a net, in that
Okay.
vicinity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But yeah,
Yeah.
my son is 10, and and I have somebody to actually play with.
Yeah. Perfect age,
Finally.
actually. Bergen is a little too young. Like I can hit the ball back and forth with her a little bit, but when she's
Yeah.
10, she'll be very proficient.
Crazy.
And I've gone to play tennis with my wife, and that her move is she just like hits the ball as hard as she's not really interested in trying to get it to bounce and volley. She
Yeah.
will
Try
just
to hit you with it.
hit the ball as hard as she can, and then goes, "Oops, I'm too strong. I'm too strong. I guess I'm too strong for this." Like, yeah, okay, now I have to go chase the ball 50 feet.
Oh, that's
But you
Oh.
try to keep the ball.
Inbounds.
The goal is keep the ball in. Like, I'm too strong.
Yeah. Well, she's going to be too strong for pickleball too.
Right.
don't let her play.
Yeah. So for her, it's just like it's like she's playing fetch with me. It's like she's gonna just like whack the ball as hard as she can, and then I have to go get all of the balls that she hits.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So I think I found the better.
At least you're getting your balls
Get
hit.
my cardio in. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's get into our stories, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yep.
So let's start off talking about something that we've talked about. A new NASA program is open that they're trying to get ready to send people to Mars. And maybe Dr. Christian Hubicki could be eligible for this. We're looking for people to go into a 1-year study for a simulated mission to Mars.
1 year.
Ooh. Simulated.
Sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. 1 year simulated. Yes. And we're not talking about stars on Mars, Tyson. That might have been your chance.
Dang it.
The headline I saw for this was very strange. It said, NASA looking for somewhat fit people to participate in a Mars simulation. Somewhat fit.
You have to open it up more, because if you're too fit, you're already a fitness influencer. You know, you don't need it.
Somewhat fit. So what they want is just not a lazy person.
Not a lazy person. Okay. We're looking for, from NASA, healthy, motivated. Okay, that lose a lot of people there.
Yeah,
U.S. citizens or permanent residents, non-smokers, 30 to 55 years old, and proficient in English for effective communication between crewmates and mission control.
That's a small list. You just shortened the list by a lot.
It gets shortened every single sentence you
motivated.
said.
Yeah, motivated.
Yeah, chop that to down to,
yeah. Now, on top of that, also, we need people with a master's degree in a STEM field such as engineering, mathematics.
Oh my gosh, it gets shorter.
Biological, physical, or computer science from an accredited institution.
Accredited even?
Yeah.
None of these religious
University
schools?
of Phoenix won't work?
No,
I don't think so. You can go online. And 2 years of professional STEM experience or a minimum of 1,000 hours piloting an aircraft is required. Danny.
Dude, that is a small list.
But do you have to be have a master's and be a pilot, or
no? I think
it's
a
pilot. Okay, Danny.
Okay.
Danny's in, and Christian's in, and those are the only two people I know that meet this criteria.
1 year. I have to give up a year.
You're
not giving up a year. Imagine a year-long adventure away from your family where you don't have to see them for a year.
Yeah, but I'm locked down in one location.
Yeah, but you probably can wear like Apple Vision Pro, or maybe they'll give you the Apple Vision.
I thought you were going to say I would get my own one piece.
No, you get an Apple Vision SE, Apple Vision SE to simulate mountainous adventures.
Now, they say that compensation for participating in the mission is available. I should hope so.
Yeah, that's a year.
More information will be provided during the candidate screening process.
Yeah, they can't give away all the information now, or else no one will sign up.
They're going to try and take advantage of you, Danny. They're going to try and pay you like 20 grand on the year.
Like, well, your rent is being paid for free.
Yeah,
and good
food.
Point about rent. Oh yes, free food too.
Rent is very expensive.
Using my credit card.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of people would pay us to come here.
Yeah.
Someone needs to do this. Okay, because we need to do these types of studies, but it doesn't have to be us.
Can it be monkeys, or can we not do that to monkeys anymore?
I think they still do a lot of stuff to monkeys.
I think if you do this, simulation, you should be on the short list for the actual Mars visit.
Oh, yeah, you get to the front of the line. It's
like you get to bump to the front of the line, dude.
It's like being one of Tyson's pallbearers. Like, hey, if you didn't sign up for this, you're not going on the real thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that would motivate a lot of people.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree as well. And you get a discount or whatever thing that moving to Mars gives you. You get
a lot of swag.
Yeah. I think you take your own headstone.
Yeah.
Because you're not coming back.
Yeah.
You're not coming back from this? From the
You're not coming back from real Mars.
From real Mars? Yeah, nobody is, dude. That's the whole purpose of it, right?
Don't open the storage compartment of this craft until you land. And then when you land on Mars, you open it. It's just all of your own headstones and some shovels.
Wow. Very dark.
Do you think we could get us 18 feet deep at Mars, or no?
It seems like maybe the lower gravity might make digging easier. We got to get some 12-year-olds over there to find out, because they're the best at digging.
But is the matter the same? Maybe it's all lead.
Or just sand. Sand is horrible to dig in.
Yeah.
So I hope it's not sand.
Yeah, because it just comes back in on itself after you dig.
We're getting there. I hope that in our lifetime, we get to see some people sacrifice themselves and go to Mars.
Like, who would you want to first?
Influencers, a whole ship full of influencers.
Oh, influencership? That could be huge.
Well,
I agree,
NASA
but
has
not
to,
me.
NASA has to pay for it. So what better way than just have a bunch of influencers
Just cleansing.
just send them out there. They broadcast the whole thing,
The
right?
whole
So they're
thing.
collecting all sorts of
Mhm.
data. And then we just see them fall apart. The greatest reality TV show ever.
And then
Right
what's
in
beautiful,
They did have literally stars on Mars only this past year of celebrities showing us what it would be like to live in the Mars simulator.
Yeah. Was that the one with Lance Armstrong?
Yeah, Lance Armstrong
Right?
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of the villain.
He's always the villain. Even when he was at the peak of his bicycling, it seems like he was still the villain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is exciting. I'm glad that there's people out there who will do this because we need those people to further science.
I hope that they have like a live stream. I would like to see the people in the Mars simulator house.
Just do Big Brother in the simulation, right? Isn't that kind of like
Mhm.
the same thing? Just get a bunch of people to go in there and
kind
have
of
Big
similar.
Brother.
I think they have a backyard on Big Brother. Yeah.
Mars will have a backyard. It'll just
Okay.
be quarantined.
Hmm. All right. So let's talk about this. Was a big story today. Okay, Danny. Finally, the world's tallest man and the world's shortest woman have
I
met.
saw this picture. I almost didn't believe it. It seemed
Mhm.
impossible.
Yeah,
not.
and they hit it off.
Wait, they're in love now?
I don't think that they're in love, but here
They're
they
just good
are.
friends.
The world's tallest man
Where are they
and
from?
the
Are they
world's
from the
shortest
same
woman.
place? That would be crazy.
what if they put them? This is a buddy comedy in the making.
Oh yeah, kind of like when Arnold and what's his name were
Danny
brothers,
DeVito.
twins. Yeah, twins.
I
Yes.
think make this a reality show
Mhm.
and get them in the Mars simulator ASAP.
Here they are. Here she is sitting on his lap.
Yeah.
World's shortest woman.
Look how weird that is.
World's
Seems
tallest
impossible. She looks like
How
a doll.
old is she?
I think she let me give you their appropriate ages. That she's 30 and he's
Mhm.
41.
Now listen, and this is going to sound wrong. If we were canines, they would be breeding that smallest woman to make teacup humans
Mhm.
for our overlords.
So you're saying
Right.
aliens come to this planet and they're like, you know what I really want is a human that fits in a shoulder bag.
A teacup human.
And then actually there was it Frederick of Prussia, his dad collected tall people. He sent
Yes.
agents out in, all over
Collect
Europe
them.
to kidnap them and bring them to his court because he
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
loved tall people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
aliens are gonna do that too. There's gonna be like this is the Great Dane of humans.
Yeah.
And then there's also the teacup humans. And it
Yeah.
just really depends on how big your living quarters
So what
are.
happens to
as
the
an
rest
alien.
of us?
The rest of the medium size, we're mutts, dude.
Mutts.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Aw.
I'm gonna be at the shelter and aliens are gonna come and look at me and I'll be like,
please
take
adopt
me.
Tyson.
Please adopt me.
Yeah.
And
Please give him a home.
yeah.
And then the
And-
alien Mr. Beast is like, we got 100 humans and we're going to find homes for them. Nobody wants this one.
We'll pay them.
We'll stop at nothing until somebody adopts this podcaster.
Yeah,
I
and
saw
I'm
a great
sitting there, Sarah McLaughlin, alien Sarah McLaughlin music playing in the
singing, showing
background.
pictures of Tyson.
Yeah.
I saw a Great Dane being walked by someone yesterday or the day
Yeah?
before, and I thought, how
Uh-huh.
gross is it to have that in your house? That's
Dude,
like a
can you imagine
horse
the
in your
poops?
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
People
can.
love
That's
it.
exactly what I thought. I'm like, dude,
But
that
it's
is
not-
a man-sized turd.
But it's not horsey. It's not horsey manure poops. It
I would
is
prefer horse poop.
no, I would too. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
It
all
is
right, all right.
dog food poops.
Oh my God.
Disgusting. Disgusting
When I-
raw meat dog food poops. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So what is this disparity between heights here? Is
Okay,
it like
so
7 feet?
that he is 8 feet 3 inches. She
Whoa.
is just over 2 feet tall.
One
that-
Tyson
is
between
this-
them.
And he's holding up his shoe that to show to put next to her. Look, she'd
Jeez.
be like, "Get your giant shoe away from me."
Yeah, that is stinky bro.
Like, why do you?
Would you?
I don't want
would
your
you rather-
giant foot. Like, I wouldn't want to stand next to a shoe the size of my whole body.
Honestly, this looks like the picture I saw of the Bidens sitting with the Carters. Very
Oh
similar.
yeah,
It's like the weirdest picture ever taken.
That's because
I know, but it looked very similar. It was the strangest picture I've ever seen. The Bidens looked
Yeah.
like they were 8 feet tall, and the
Mhm.
Carters looked like they were 2.
Yeah.
So that made me wonder, they're doing camera tricks here too. They have to be.
You think
Yeah,
so?
they have to. Yeah, it's like fishing where you hold the fish out and it makes it look bigger.
Because she's sitting so much farther forward, you can see him extending his entire arm.
Yeah,
to do
Danny,
the
I don't know if
shoe.
this is like trick photography here.
I'm not saying it's trick photography. I'm just saying that they are trying to use tricks of photography to make
the
it
way
look
they're
as big as
posing
possible.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They for sure.
Maybe they
are.
should do a podcast.
Well, we don't even know if they probably don't even speak the same language.
Oh.
Love. They both speak the language of love.
Mhm.
The universal
Is that maybe
language,
what the podcast should be called?
the
Mhm.
language of love?
Yeah. Okay. It looks like they've met before, according to this. Listen to this. Says they first met in 2018 at the invitation of the Egyptian Ministry of Culture and Tourism
Oh, that's right.
to
He's
visit the
Egyptian.
historic sites.
Are they
Well, I
both
mean-
Egyptian?
No, he's Egyptian. I don't know about her.
I mean, what better way to get people to come see the pyramids than to have the world's tallest man and the world's shortest woman both there at the same time?
Yeah. Listen, do you think it would be more horrible to live your life as an 8-foot tall person or as a 2-foot tall person?
Well, traveling at 8 feet tall, everything's
Yeah.
too small.
And I don't know what their respective health is like in terms of like conditions that they have. But I guess it's just in a vacuum, would you rather be 2 feet tall or 8 feet tall?
Oh my gosh. Probably 2 feet. Everything would feel huge.
Oh
Cups
my God.
would be,
Think
like,
about like
supersized.
the money that you would save on groceries of like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that movie with Matt Damon where he shrunk to
They
save
shrunk
money?
him down.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
shrunk him down.
You could fit in
So-
tight spaces.
Mhm.
Diamond Thompson says, why weren't the world's shortest man and tallest woman invited?
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, have a double date.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be so cute. Language of love, Tyson.
Yeah.
Everybody speaks it.
So the world's tallest man said, it's really difficult to find a girlfriend. They are usually scared of me. He
Yeah.
said, though, that hopefully now that I'm famous, I'll be able to meet lots of girls. My dream is to be married.
Wow,
Dream
that's-
bigger, my friend.
Yeah, do we? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's great, but being a multi-billionaire would be awesome too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
The
But
sky's the
what
limit.
is this article is very misleading because like that was a
They met
quote
before.
from that was a quote from a very long time ago because they said that he achieved that goal in October of 2013. Well, why are we putting that quote in there now?
It's
So
just
he is married?
Yeah.
he's been married for 10 years. Okay. This story is ridiculous.
Mhm.
It's
Wait, who wrote
absurd.
this? Who wrote this?
It's
This
in
is the first time they
Son.
met.
This is
but
the
then
son.
it's the first time they met, but then they reference when they met before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then his dream is to be married, but he's been married for 10 years.
I think they had another meetup.
Listen,
They got together in California this time, not in Egypt.
the stories are
They
still
reunited.
the pictures are still worth the headlines and looking at
Yeah.
it. But this
This
sounds
could
like
have been written
bunch
by a
of
bot.
regurgitated bullshit, and it's not news, but it is.
Well,
fun.
it's the first time that we've talked about it, I believe.
Sure. So it's news to us.
News to us. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about we've gotten into the dating apps over the years, talking about them. And so there is a man who made a new app where women have the chance to date him. It's called the Flirt with Los apps, where women
Just one guy.
can try to get a date with one guy, the developer of the app.
Yeah, a good way to get a girlfriend is just to be persistent And so the people download this app and just keep swiping, and his face keeps showing up. Eventually, you're like, all right, I'll go on a date with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a lot of work to get a date. Seems like it'd be easier just to be the world's tallest man and get one.
What do you think?
I kind of like it. It's like putting up a billboard, but like in a more modern level area. Like, I think, like, yeah, I mean, you got to try everything.
It is awkward telling your family to download this app just so it can pick up some steam.
Yeah. Can you please rate the app on the App Store?
Hey, everyone. Yeah, on the family chat. Yeah, everyone just download this and rate it so I can get some movement.
He's not necessarily for me, but the flirting was great.
He's not. Yeah, he's not. This isn't my kind of guy, but it was a great app. Picture sharing was easy.
Yeah, the interface was amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah.
How is he getting this out to enough women to actually have dates? That one guy had to do 5,000 women, remember, on his AI dating thing. This guy.
So he's a coder, and he was trying to release an app every single month, and then this is one that he came up with.
And it doesn't say whether or not it's been successful, or does it?
I don't think it has been very successful yet.
Yeah,
so basically,
attention.
Yeah, you get pictures of him, and then you get two options to flirt or pass.
Denver in the chat says, I met my wife of 4 years on a dating app. That's
was
cool.
it your own dating app?
Was it your own dating app? And were you the only suitee available on the app?
Yeah.
How depressing would it be if you were the first person on a dating app, but you didn't get any dates? You're like, dude, new dating app, sign up. You're like, oh, there's no one else yet. And you're just like the only one.
I mean, if you're the only one,
years go by and everybody else is signing up and getting dates, but not you.
And they're all using your code.
Yeah.
It seems like the challenge is just getting the women to download your app.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. Like, I think once you can get past that point, and then you also have to have really great pictures, and then you also have to have a really great profile that's super intriguing. And then
he's getting all this publicity, though. This is the thing. This is going to help him a ton. I don't know if it'll actually help him get dates, but now his app's going to be downloaded. People are going to mess with it and then obviously discard it minutes later.
I dare you to download it, Danny. I dare you to download it.
I don't do that, Tyson.
I dare you.
No, I'll have one of my kids download it because they download so much junk.
Yeah,
that it probably wouldn't even matter.
What if find your phone? Like, who's Los?
Yeah, who's Los? You're like, it's just an app.
Just one guy.
It's just one
doing
guy.
Research for work.
Yeah, it's just one guy. Yeah.
Oh, there is a button called the flirt button. Kind of nice.
Yep.
It's got some auto responses though. That doesn't seem very personal. Hey, Los, vibing your style. What does this mean? HMU someday. Someone
hit
tell
me up, Danny. That means hit me up.
Okay, I've been out of the game for a while.
Yeah. Whoa.
And then another auto response. Glowing much, magic on point.
Yeah.
That's what Los says to you, the user of the app.
I think that it's an auto response that you send back to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
People in the chat are saying they download a Tyson app. I have an app. It's called Reframe It.
Yeah, but Tyson,
do you get to flirt with you on that app?
Not yet, but we'll add that feature.
Add that feature.
It makes sense.
It's coming. I think that you got to get in early.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to get in before I die, because Rachel is going to keep tabs on who's all downloaded the app. And if I've already passed on, you don't get to be a pallbearer for the coffin, the Russian doll coffin that I will be buried in.
The nesting doll.
Yeah. Yeah. So
this is a story that got posted in our Facebook group, which I want to shout out, Group AF. If you're a newcomer to the podcast, we used to talk about it a lot. We get so many great stories. One of our listeners in particular, Eloise in the Facebook group, posts so many different news ideas for News AF. I appreciate that. Also, Docs in the chat emails me a bunch of stories. So appreciate everything that he's doing. Shout out to Tovi, the moderator at Group AF for a very long time. But this is one that Eloise shared, and it really caught my attention. Okay. So McDonald's and some other like fast casual restaurants. I don't know. Is Olive Garden fast casual? You were behind the scenes there, Tyson.
I've been on the ground. I've been on the ground.
Would you say, is it just casual?
It's just casual. I wouldn't say
casual.
fast.
It's not fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your first fast casual that you said?
I said McDonald's. Because McDonald's is doing the McDonald's, Olive Garden, FedEx, are some of the places that are using some apparently AI generated personality tests. They're from a company called Paradox, and people have been sharing some of the things that you get asked on these personality tests, and they're nobody really knows what. Maybe they're so good that we don't know what the right answer is, or it's just like AI generated chaos. All right, let's take a look at one of them. All right, here is something you might see on this test. All right, so let me describe what this is. Okay, so we have kind of like two blue aliens that are like working in a kitchen. And one is like maybe this is how they're making the teacup humans that they're putting together.
These. What are the ingredients?
It looks like there's like some spices that they're putting into a bowl. Okay. This says the caption is traditional. It says, and now you have two options here: me or not me. You are asked to go with your gut and answer honestly. There's not one right answer. You just have to go through. And is this you, these two aliens putting spices in the bowl?
That's not me.
Is it me or not me?
Not me. I'm not using a thimble.
And this is in the traditional category.
This is obviously traditional.
What is this?
Not me.
By the way, anytime someone says just to be you, put up your guard immediately and don't be you.
Yeah.
The trap.
Yeah, just be you. Nope, this is not me.
That's not me.
Is it you, Rob?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it might be me.
Okay, but that's
I can kind of see myself in the like. I feel like the blue alien kind of has my hair.
What are they
blue alien? They're both blue.
I guess the blue alien with the brown sweater.
Yeah,
kind of has my hair.
First of all,
would you flirt or pass? What do you say,
dude? Don't make food with a tank top. Your armpits are open. I don't like that. Not me. That's my strike against them.
Yeah,
this is so weird.
I would never prep food that much.
Yeah, or have a smile on my face while I was doing it.
Yeah, none of that.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of this stuff. Danny, what's going on here? Is this just like AI Drek, or is there actually like something smart behind all this?
I'm going to give AI probably credit it does not deserve, and that through this test, it is learning something that humans who have come up with tests in the past were unable to get from testing like this. Because AI is good at interpreting results, right, in language. So maybe it's just come up with the perfect test. I don't know. This is so weird that that's what I have to assume. Something big is happening here. Maybe AI is sorting us out for future dominance.
Yeah, like we don't even know what they want. So I guess we can't beat the test.
We won't know who's the teacup dogs until we've all filled out this test one way or another.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So another slide, and I don't have the visual for this, says that they have an alien. The aliens are sitting next to a bicycle with a bruised knee. The caption says, "Thing happened to me." And the answers are me or not me.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, at some point in my life.
Tyson, I mean, you probably had a bicycle injury, right?
Yeah, Tyson hit a car, right? A parked car, Tyson?
I rolled into a parked car after I crashed. I didn't run.
Big time.
Yeah.
This is weird. This is so strange. I just want to get to the bottom of it. Also, the name of this company is close to a movie I just saw. They're called what? Paradox? Right?
Paradox is yeah.
So there was a movie called Parallax that I just
Mhm.
watched, which is an old movie with Will Beatty. Beatty? Is that how you say his name?
Warren Beatty?
Warren Beatty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Warren
And
Beatty.
it was a weird movie where the applicants had to fill out a weird sounding test that asked very strange questions. So maybe this is just AI copying that in
Mhm.
an attempt to sort us out and decide who can do what in the future of the bot controlled AI world.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe this gives some context for this next article about how Gen Z, 93% allegedly ghost interviews and 87% don't show up for work on their first day. Or
I get that.
87% just don't show up to work for their first day of work. So you could that 93% of Gen Z are ghosting interviews, and then even if they get hired, 87% don't show up. But after this, I can get it now.
If I
Well,
took this test, I'd be like, I'm not working there. No way. I feel violated after taking it. Like something bad had just happened and I need to take a shower.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
strange.
once you get the blue alien test once,
Yeah, you're done.
yeah. I think I'm out.
Yeah.
I
I am not joining the workforce.
That-
Blue alien
that's me.
test. Because then I'm like, they're watching, and I probably answered something wrong on blue alien test that I don't even know. The difference, so you read those numbers, and it's like, I went to an interview, and then I went to 3 hours of work before quitting after I got the job. So that's the Gen X way, is to go through the interview, regret it, get the job, regret that even more, and then quit 3 hours in.
And maybe that's what the blue interview is meant to do. Weed out those who would ghost you or not show up on the first day.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's like, you know what? When you work here, there's going to be a lot of BS that doesn't make sense. It's going to be weird. Are you just going to like react and just like walk out and freeze up? Or are you going to roll with the punches?
Yeah,
You're going to see some stuff working here at McDonald's, okay? The aliens is going to be the least weird thing you're going to see here. So ask yourself, me or not me?
Me or not me? Yeah.
I ghosted an interview. I got a second interview at a job, but the first one was so weird that I just didn't answer the call or call them back.
How weird was it?
What kind of job?
They asked me, it was to work at Sundance, the ski resort.
Yeah.
Previously owned by Robert Redford.
And they called you?
I think I've talked about this before. They asked me who my best friend was in the interview. And then they asked me why he was my best friend. They asked me what I thought the spirit of Sundance was. And I just found it all so strange, kind of like the blue aliens, that when they called back, I was like, no, not doing that. Not doing that.
Pass.
Who did you say was your best friend? Willie?
Yeah, Willie at the time. Yep.
Okay. And why was he your best friend?
I said because he was chill.
Okay.
And I needed a chill person.
And what was the spirit of Sundance?
That one, I probably just like vibed on the whole nature thing. Probably. I don't really remember my answer, but at that time I was shook. I was like,
how old
what
were
is
you?
happening to this?
How old were you?
22.
Yeah.
Probably.
And you were like, why are they having me tap into my emotions?
Yeah. Like this is weird.
Getting violated.
But here's the thing, and this goes back to the blue aliens. Those questions are important because they only want to hire a certain type of person who can answer that question readily about the nature or spirit of Sundance. That's exactly who they want. Someone who's like, well, let me tell you, when the early morning sun hits the peaks, I feel a sense of fulfillment.
Did you get the job? Did you get the job or you don't know?
I only got the second interview.
Oh,
and that's the one I ghosted.
Failed. You already failed the first interview because your best friend should have been nature.
Yeah, probably, dude. Yeah, but I still got the second call, so my answers weren't terrible.
Yeah, they were better than the other kids.
And who knows what the second interview questions were going to be like?
Oh my gosh, it would have been insane.
Yeah, it's just like I can't even imagine. So I believe that the blue alien test is similar. It's just a modern way of weeding out those who aren't part of that corporate culture.
Danny, do you think that they're going to give the blue alien test to the people that want to go to the Mars simulator for a year?
I bet their test is even more bizarre. Yeah.
Because you might run into the blue aliens on Mars.
Yeah, that's part of it, but they really need to get into your psyche to figure out if you can handle a year on Mars.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that test got to be intense.
All right. So we talked about Gen Z. They're blowing off the job interviews. What are they doing? Turns out, according to this piece of research, Gen Z, they're bringing back the landline phone because they look cool.
It was
twirl the cord.
I saw this article and it was weird. On the same day I saw it, my little girl wanted me to get a landline. And I was like, whoa, are you reading the Post? And
yes, that's what all the tastemakers do. They read the New York Post.
And the only reason she wants a landline is because she has an old landline phone that looks like big red lips and she wants to be able to use it. Plus she's little, so she can't have a cell phone. So she just wants a phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, twirling the cord, just like Tyson said, is one of the things they want to do.
So I think this is where we have a business opportunity. So if you can make a mount that just mounts or is heavy, a heavy base, and then a cell phone dock that charges in the head of it, and then you're getting all of that.
But they want the cable. You didn't mention a cable.
There's a cable in between. Yeah, there's a cable in between.
Which cord are they twirling? Are they like the handset? Are they twirling?
No, that curly fry looking one.
Yeah, so they're like on the phone and they're twirling.
I've got one on my headphones. Oh, this is fun. Ooh, yeah.
I just see you you're just making a mess of that.
Tyson, no, here's where the business opportunity is. We need to get out in front of this. We need to get the retro cordless phone going. That's where this is going next.
They've done that before. Listen, here's the idea. Fidget spinners that are just these twirly cords.
No, here's the thing. I'm going to get the handset that plugs into my phone. It's like a big like twirly cord that I plug into my iPhone. How about that?
That's not a bad idea. And it's a charger. I bet that already exists.
Tyson, you know all these people. Invent that.
Invent what?
I get a handset that plugs into my iPhone.
They already have that.
With the twirly cord?
They have that.
All right,
they have that.
Forget it. I'll just podcast.
Yeah, they have them all. I'm saying you need a heavy base that looks like a phone that plugs into the wall. And then you have the twirly cord with a holder that encases your entire phone and also charges it. And then you have it. You can sit there and twirl it while you're talking on your cell phone. That's all you got to do.
Okay. So basically the base is just like a charger that you walk around with, and then you just plop this in here.
Yeah. It's not, you don't walk around with it.
Yeah.
You don't walk around with it. You just, and you could also do a Bluetooth, so you could put your phone in the base in the charger, and this headset could just be a wired.
That's what Rob was saying.
Yeah. There's lots of options, but I think the base has to be there to stabilize, to twirl. If the twirl is truly the biggest draw to this, then the base has to be heavy.
Okay. Well, people want this.
Nobody
2000s
wants
nostalgia.
Only people who haven't used the landline.
Yeah.
Rotary
is next, dude. You got to get those rotary clicks with the dings. Oh, yeah. There's something satisfying about that. Was our fidget spinner back in the day. Was just ring.
Those barely existed in my memory. Like they were kind of gone by the time we were teenagers.
Correct.
Unless you went to grandma's house, and then you might find one.
Yeah.
Maybe bring back payphone booths. Would that be cool? They're dirty and gross.
They're
but
pretty gross.
Gen Z will think they're awesome.
They will think they're awesome. They will.
Okay. Here, all right. I'll go one more before we go to Danny's Bolt Hole. Let's talk about a plane ride that they call in this article the flight from hell, where somebody had put something into the overhead compartment, and as the flight was going on, maggots were falling down from the overhead compartment, causing the flight to have to turn around.
Danny, was this Craig?
Oh, yeah. I've told that story before. Someone brought a leg of lamb or something that had
in this story.
Well, I don't know. I'm just curious what they
somebody brought a rotting fish in their carry-on.
The old
For what
rotting
purpose?
fish. To eat later. The
To be
maggots only
stinky?
add. Maybe it was a beloved fish they planned to bury in its hometown.
Yeah, I don't know necessarily why they don't get into why the person had a rotted fish in a
Even though that's
newspaper.
all we care about. That's
Mhm.
the most important part of this
It's
story.
the only part that matters.
Yeah. Why bring a rotting fish that has
Yeah.
signs of decay?
Mm.
Yeah.
You must love that fish.
Is it possible, Danny, that this person, like yourself, like had lost their sense of smell and didn't realize they had the rotting fish on their person?
If you told me it was a college student, I could believe that it was a prank from his
I
roommate.
think it could be a prank.
Was it a prank? Let's see.
A prank is the only thing that really makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So this was a flight from Amsterdam to Detroit.
Okay, that changes everything
Mhm.
because there's like Amsterdam is the melting pot of so many people and places. So it could be a delicacy from some country.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It could be a food item in my mind now.
Yeah. It could be.
Okay.
It seems like rotting fish is on menus in some.
Yeah, that's like a
cultures.
Scandinavian thing, I want to say.
Sure, but I don't think there's maggots on it.
Well, at some
Or is
point you're
there?
going to end up with maggots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is
Yeah.
so gross. Maggots falling on top of you. At first, you'd be like, "What is this?" I mean, maggots.
They're little wormy things.
They're little
not a
wormy
big deal.
things. I don't think they're the grossest thing. Now, where they came from, that's the really
Yeah.
disturbing part of the story.
Yeah. Yeah. And what did customs think when they put it through the x-ray scanner? They're like, this one's got a rotten fish again. That's fine.
Yeah, he's like, dude, that's
Do
like the
fish
10th
show
one
up
of the
on the
day.
X-ray?
Is it under
I guess
2
maybe
feet
the
long?
bones, right? Like I think you see
Yeah,
the fish
bones.
bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
But
are the most
maggots probably
recognizable
don't.
bones.
Yeah.
Like, if someone's got a dead fish and it goes to the X-ray, you're going to recognize that. You don't even need the AI to recognize that. You're like, that's a dead fish. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
they're like, it's a cultural thing. I have to take this.
Listen, I think that we're all in agreement that we need to make airline tickets a lot more expensive than they are just to keep this from happening.
Filter out the dead fish carrying people.
$5,000 a flight, no matter where you go.
What if this is the finest dead fish you can buy in all of Eastern Europe, and they were just transporting it to their relatives in wherever, America or wherever, so they could sample it?
No, the customs is picking that thing up immediately.
Yeah, you're not bringing that into the States.
Yeah, they're not letting that in.
Okay. Sorry, Detroit. No maggot fish.
No
going home
maggot fish for you.
Okay. Danny, are you ready to take us to your world famous bolt hole?
I am world famous.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. All right. Now boarding Danny's bolt hole.
Welcome to my bolt hole. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong.
All right. Danny Bryson.
I came across this disturbing story on the internet. And it was all over the place.
Down.
And it was about a woman who had been scammed, not by Arnazon, which we've seen,
Got corn?
but by Amazon.
Arnazon.corn.
Yeah, but by Amazon. This person
Okay.
called her, claiming to be Amazon, claiming that accounts had been open and that she was subject to being exploited, her checking accounts, bank accounts. This whole ordeal sounded like an absolute nightmare. And I learned a couple things. First of all, we often say that boomers are the ones who suffer from scammers the most. But it turns out that actually Gen Z suffer 35% more from online scams.
Yep. Because
And-
they all have rotary phones and they can't see scam likely.
Yeah.
Actually, landlines might help eliminate a lot of scams. Maybe, I don't know.
Mhm.
So it turns out, first of all, that boomers aren't the ones falling for the most scams. And the story also kind of points out that even intelligent people can fall for scams when the scammers are
Nope.
very skilled.
Nope.
She sounds like she's pretty intelligent. What they did was just kept her on her toes, never giving her enough time to kind of like settle down and figure out what was happening. In the end, the craziest part is she gets $50,000 out of her bank account, puts it in a shoebox, and hands it to somebody in a white Mercedes. And it's just
Oh,
like,
my.
I read the whole story and I'm like, okay, this could
No, I don't think so. This is not. I'm at no point am I going and taking cash out of the bank. And
I
putting
know
it in
that's
a
what
shoebox
that's
to
what
give
she
to-
said too. They had all her information. They had her verify it, and she kept saying that felt like a scam. She kept trying to check things that they were
Like,
saying.
they tell her that her family was being held hostage. What would cause you to go to the bank, take out money,
That
and
they
put it in a
told her that
shoebox?
basically all of her money was going to be liquidated, and that they were from a government entity that could keep that money safe, and they would give her a check because her bank accounts had been compromised. And in the end, the most important thing that's you learn when you actually talk to the police or whoever is that government will never ask you for money. No government entity will be like, hey, I need money from you right now. At least they didn't ask for Visa
Yeah,
cards.
that's what they told me on tax day, Danny.
Yeah, that's the only day that they'll want you to send a check, but no government branch will ask you for money directly like that.
Mhm.
Anyway, it was a harrowing story, and she seemed like she was on her game. It's just that it was a very scary, intense day of just nonstop, people, and they had badge ID numbers. They obviously faked telephone numbers so that on her ID it showed that certain the FTC was calling. So it all seemed very legit. And I just thought, okay, all right, just PSA to everyone out there. We always make fun of the people who get scammed, who
Mhm.
are handing out, Visa credit cards to people. But it sounds like, even those who are super intelligent can get scammed as well.
Wait, so how do you know that this person is super intelligent?
She seems like it. She wrote the article. She seems like she knows what she's doing. It just sounded like look, Tyson, I don't know. Can't question her intelligence without meeting her in person. But what I kind of figured from this is that a lot of people who you don't think could be scammed when scammers are getting so good, especially when they can fake your kids' voices using
Mhm.
AI. I mean, there's so many things out there. It's getting harder and
Yeah.
harder to tell if you're being scammed.
They're
or
probably
not.
on ChatGPT being like, give us like better scams to get people. And
Yeah,
ChatGPT is like,
honestly.
all right, here's 9 new ideas.
Yeah,
Scams.
spoofing. They can spoof numbers. They can spoof voices. I mean,
Nah,
I'm
I
just
don't.
telling people to be on their toes.
Listen, anybody who really needs you to pay them money and it's real legit, they'll give you warnings and final warnings and multiple warnings after months and months and months.
I agree, Tyson. I don't answer my phone. That's her first mistake. Was she answered her phone?
Yeah.
I only answer my phone if it's from a number I know, because a scammer probably, maybe they do leave messages, but they're probably not going to leave a message. They're going to move on to the next person who will answer their phone so they can get the ball rolling. So step 1, do not answer your phone.
Sure. Step 2, don't give money to anybody on the first ask. Like, even if it's a bill that I know is coming, or if it's a bill that I have expected, or if it's a bill that's been sent to me multiple times, then I will look at it. But otherwise, it's just like, oh, they're asking for money. And you're like, I don't even know I can go through my emails right now and find 10 things where.
And then also, Tyson, if you have to pay money to somebody, then you could just say like, oh, I thought this was a scam. I didn't know you really needed the money.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I would have sent it. I thought this was a scam.
This seemed so
The
scammy.
scams are so good. The scams are so good now.
Yeah.
I thought this was a scam.
Now I get text messages from people who are in my orbit, like they're here, they're neighbors, whatever, and I don't know them well enough. I just assume it's a scam.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we really missed you. I'm like, who says that to a stranger? You really miss me? You don't even know me. And if you did know me, you wouldn't miss me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice try. How'd you spoof my mom's number? So anyway, be on your toes. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Tyson, is that they're getting more complex and it's requiring a little bit more, thinking to thwart them.
I almost got scammed on a car warranty recently. Did I tell you guys this?
Oh, no. They wanted you to update your car warranty.
Yeah. I thought it was like that.
See,
because it was like all like it looks very official. It's like
that's what I'm talking about.
We need you to give it. Like I'm like, oh, I guess they need my like insurance information. And I like, you have urgent, call this number. I'm like, hello, I got the paper. Like, it's me. And
I told
like,
you,
okay.
I told you about the scam I almost got hit with, where the guy wanted to buy a car I was selling, but he wanted me to send him a
wanted
report.
to trade guns for it.
No, he wanted to send me a report, right, on the car, but he wanted the report when I'm like, where do you want it from? He gave me a place, and when I looked it up, the reviews were terrible, and you had to pay. It was one of those things where like they pretend like they'll give you a report on the car, and then but you actually have to pay for it to get all the information. And so I actually got a report from a different company because I'm like, that doesn't seem legit. Plus, it might be nice to get this and send it to the guy. It's not what he wanted. He only wanted me to go in and sign up for that service and pay for that service. That was the only reason he contacted me and asked for a report.
I only trust carreports.com.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was like, dude, that is an interesting scam. And that's what I'm saying. They're becoming more and more skilled at scamming people. They're working their way up.
Only costs $1, Danny. Just put in your credit card at carreports.com.
Oh, then it's like, oh, actually, we need $60 to release the report. It was $10 just to generate it, $60 to actually have you sent a copy.
Yeah.
So got to be on your toes. Got to be on your toes. Idiot. I hate these people
chat.
too.
Says, I once got pulled over in Montana and the cop made me pay the ticket in cash right then and there. I was young and didn't know any better, but you did not get scammed. This in some of these rural states is an actual law. It's instead of getting a speeding ticket for speeding, you're getting a waste of natural resources for burning gas too quickly by driving your car too fast. And it's like a $5 or $10 ticket, or it was at the time. My dad got one of those, like in Wyoming.
Really?
Yeah. And
that does sound like a scam.
No, but it's a real legit police officer.
I'd rather just like pay money out of my pocket than get like points on my license or whatever.
It's different.
Do they report it?
No, they don't report it. And they just say, okay, you were going 90 and you were, and they're like, that's over the speed limit. We're in the middle of nowhere. Nobody really cares if you drive 90, but we do have to do something. So we'll give you a waste of natural resources for $10. Pay it now. And they do. And it is
something you would land on in Monopoly.
I don't know if they still have that in places, but they definitely did have.
I got waste of natural resources. Pay $10.
Yeah. So I remember that happening a couple times. And even as a kid, I was like, that's wonky to have to like give cash to an officer right there. In a lot of countries, you can just offer them cash and go on your merry way. Yeah. So, but yeah,
you don't want to do that. I don't advise you do that. That's a dangerous road to go down.
Stefan said it was $90 and he had to go to an ATM and the cop followed him.
See, that's starting to feel pretty scammy.
Was it an undercover cop? Because that's even more scammy.
Yeah,
hey, I'm an undercover cop. You give me $90.
I'm going to follow you to an ATM. Be like, well, that's like 50 miles away. Yeah, I'll follow you.
Yeah. And 90, you can't even get 90 out of an ATM, Tyson. It's like at that point, it's like, well, ATM's not giving you a 10.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, like, well do you have a 10? Here's 100. No change.
Yeah. Interesting.
That seems shady.
It does seem shady, but he's saying that the car looked legit and so did the officer. So that's weird.
Investigate.
It's very illegal to impersonate a
that guy's taking a huge risk for $90 or whatever he asked for.
Yeah. Yeah. $90. Weird. Wow. Yeah. You should have just gone to the police station, been like, okay. And then instead of driving to an ATM, go to the police station.
And then he just shoots you because he says you were fleeing. I've seen enough movies. I know how this ends.
Yeah. Okay.
Stay frosty.
Danny, what's next for you?
Just living my best life. Working on content until AI can take over and create all my content for me.
Oh my God.
And I can go to the moon and be on the moon and influence from the moon and then like go to different planets. It's going to be an exciting time.
Wow. You're going to go off. Bergen always references the giant mountain on like Saturn or like the biggest mountain in the solar system is like on one of these
that'll
planets.
be the top mediocre amateur video. Probably
that's going to be the best video when I ride a unicorn to the top of Mount Olympus on Mars.
But then There's going to be the whole tipping ceremony with the unicorn. What do you
with
do?
with the unicorn
The unicorn's
people.
like, Danny, I only accept a shoebox full of cash.
Yeah.
And they touch their horns together and sing a
Mhm.
song
We'll
and
have
shoot
to
a
go to
rainbow
a-
in the sky.
We'll follow you to a galactic ATM.
Yes.
Put all of your
Yes.
credits in this shoebox.
Put all your moon credits into this shoebox. Oh, that'll be the worst.
Yeah. I'm very excited.
Never
for
mind.
this
I'm not going to
episode.
the AI.
You're
moon
not going to
unicorn.
go?
I'm not going. I'm going through another tipping ceremony with a bunch of unicorns.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot.
You don't believe us, Danny? Call the financial institution on this landline.
So yeah,
All right.
that's what I'm doing. What about you, Tyson?
All the pro pickleball tours in town now, so I'll probably go watch some pro pickleball and play with some pros. And then we also Frizz Boys, our disc golf crew has a weekly meeting, and I put a little video out with the Frizz Boys, and legit disc golf outlets
Wow.
DM'd me and said, when are the tryouts? We think that our members would like to, like, they thought it was a real thing. It's not a real thing, but it will now become a real thing because so many people thought it was a real thing.
Well,
That's how the best real things start.
Yes, exactly.
We are the Frizz Boys.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that
Exciting.
Yeah. How about you, Rob?
Well, I've got some pickleball when my son gets home from school today.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Then we got getting ready for Survivor coming up.
Coming up.
It's got the traders still going on. So lots of stuff here going on.
Yeah.
RHAP. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We'll be back next week. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.
We did it, guys.